Well, hello, everybody. hmm At the top of the hour, the beginning of the show. Today's topic will be very, very interesting. And I want to kind of bring this to you guys as in a way of enlightenment. So you could, you know, catch a lot of these girls' drifts. Anyway, shout out to my supporters, my contributors. I do want to say this that I always have the little strolling banner at the bottom because a lot of people send me emails and like, what is your cash app? How do I get a hold of you? I see that you talked about your blog spot. How do I see that? How do I get it? What's that link? So to prevent that, I put it all at the strolling thing, the strolling banner. Okay. So, of course, yesterday I kept you guys a little too long. And I don't want to do that today. Okay. So I'm going to just jump straight in. Okay. And state what I need to state. So, of course, we kind of went over lightly the psychopathic personality type. Now, as I mentioned before, a lot of people have these traits, but they're not necessarily psychopathic or sociopathic. But when you do have most of these traits, it's questionable. And I do believe that we're looking for patterns. And of course, this goes in with the physical or the mundane world, but this also connects to spirituality and why there's so many tarot readers, why there's so many individuals out here that are offering spiritual services. And I'm going to be honest with you, going into someone that been on the internet for such a long time, I've seen a lot of these little irrational, um, what I call needing validity situations. And a friend of mine and I was talking not too long ago actually about this, and we were talking about how people of a certain um, community have to have the most elaborate stories, right? They have to be. I was a dancer for Britney Spears. I was a backup singer for Madonna. My mother was a manager for Selena. Like it's always some type of gimmick to make people say, "Oh, honey, she's fierce and she lives a fierce life." And I don't know what that is. Okay, I mean, I do know what it is going into the sociopath and psychopath stuff, psychopathic stuff that is coming up, but and then how it said not having parental acceptance, parental rejection leads to that, and a lot of people of a particular group, a lot of them are not really accepted by their parents or their guardians, so that will lead them to develop these type of traits, and it's quite alarming, but like I said, a lot of people have these traits, and maybe they were raised by psychopaths, maybe they were raised by sociopaths. But like I said, we're looking for patterns. When the pattern is there, you need to actually sit back and observe and say, wait a minute, you know. And even going into the sense of the spiritual aspect, like we know about root work, we know about conjuring, we know about hoodoo, right? Allegedly. Because, I don't know, I don't believe none of these things that any of these people say on this internet, just to be honest with you. And some of the stuff that people say is believable, but a lot of things that these people be saying be a little like, yeah, that doesn't sound right to me. If you have the ability to heal your neighbor, or let's say to get your neighbor together, then you have the ability to heal yourself. You have the ability to stop somebody else's bag. Then you have the ability to build your bag up. And so it's just a little questionable. And yeah, anyway, let me jump into this because I'm going to, get off the little TT wee wee wee. So it says that people will confuse the term um, sociopath and psychopath, and they will use it interchangeably. because they're very much the same. I think that one is more of a stronger person. Somebody with a more stronger personality would be more of a psychopath, and somebody with a weaker personality be a sociopath. Okay. And also too, because it's come back up again, going into healing. You know, a lot of us, we dealt with trauma. A lot of us have had trauma put on us, whether it's been through our family, our friends, and society, right? But we have the ability, coming from the spiritual sense, like I said, going into work, conjuring, all this good stuff. We know that colors and items have power. So why not deal with the trauma that you've dealt with, and that's causing you to crave the marijuana, it's causing you to crave the alcohol, that's causing you to lash out at people, or to get even validity in your experience from others with simple stuff, and not even going even into candle magic. You could wear certain colors. You know what I mean? You could dress in certain colors. You could decorate your house in certain colors. Like, these things, you know what I mean, will shape and mold you into, we'll say, stepping stones to help you heal yourself. So it's a bit questionable when people are saying that they're spiritualists or they're psychic or clairvoyant, and it's clear that they have issues and they're not doing the work. They're not getting the purple candle. They're not getting the blue candles. They're not getting the yellow candles. They're not getting the orange candles if they need motivation to step forward. If they're lacking the energy to get started, they're not getting the red. They're not dressing in the red. You know what I mean? And even going into purple, purple's a very, very powerful color when it comes to spirituality, both light and dark. And people are just not utilizing it. And it's unfortunate. But of course, going into sociopath and psychopath, we're dealing with something called ASPD, which is antisocial personality disorder. And of course, anti means against, to stop, to not really be. So when people say that people are really antisocial, it doesn't always mean that they're not interested in socializing with other people. It can also mean they don't know how to socialize with people. Very similar to like homophobia, transphobia. It's not really people are afraid of trans people or people are afraid of homosexuals, et cetera, et cetera. It's more so they don't know how. They're not educated. And so that falls in the same category. People with antisocial personality disorder, they actually, okay, they actually don't know how to properly socialize. So once again, seeking validation, being, irrational, getting, seeking the thrill of things, getting people to say, "Oh my God, honey, you off," whatever. Okay. People that suffer from anti-personality disorder have no regards for other people's rights or feelings, and they really, really, they lack, of course, empathy and remorse for wrongdoings, right? And they love to exploit and manipulate others for personal gain. Now, I told y'all this before, because we got to always make this. We got to connect this back to self, because we are always you know, dissecting and having an inner dialogue with ourselves about other people's experiences and what we see, what we hear, and what we feel. So going into myself, I keep telling y'all, I have so much information on people, going into personal experiences and things that were sent to me about some of these people on YouTube, that me exploiting that would, of course, get people to see these people in the light they should see them in. But for me, it does not, it won't fulfill me. It won't give me gratification, because that's not me. That's not in my nature. It's not in my nature to exploit, manipulate, or take advantage of people. And so, seeing this in other people's personalities, it's like, damn, like y'all had to be raised up with some fucked up ass people to not really have a care in the world, remorse in the world for other people's feelings, emotions, et cetera, et cetera. And we're not saying it in the sense of, because I think people also get that a little confused too. We're not saying this in a sense of, I want to come out and eat bacon, right? And y'all know I don't eat bacon. I'm saying this in general. There's people out there that don't, there are vegans out there. There's people out there who don't eat pork, and I'm going to eat pork and I don't care what they think. So I'm going to still serve it. Like, I think that goes more along the lines of freedom of choice, freedom of speech. And just because you have a different belief system or different, um, viewpoint, right? That I don't have to um, go along to just to get along. And also, you being the adult that you are, you should also understand that you're your own person, I'm my own person. Going along the lines of not really caring about other people and doing things on purpose to hurt other people is more so in the sense of this person's minding their business. Okay, they're in their own little world. They're singing, Barney, I love you, you love me, we're one happy family, and you just something about that irritates you, and maybe it could be because they're in their own little world, and now you're like, let me get over there and let me push this bitch's buttons or this person's buttons. Like, now we're getting along the lines of, once again, not being remorseful about hurting other people's feelings, not being remorseful about hurting people. Bottom line, hurting people. And even going along the sense of, people being, who you are, whether you're a lesbian, a trans, a gay, or whatever. And some people might say it as, well, they're a sociopath because their mom and dad don't approve of them being that. And they are still being that. So they have no remorse for the emotions of their family. And it's like, but no, that's their life though. And if their family and friends were actually not sociopaths or psychopaths, and they were actually in a healed place, they would understand and say, honey, do you? As long as you're happy, I'm happy. So, like I said, a lot of people try to, get that twisted up and mixed up. You know how people do? They try to do reverse psychology, is what they call it. When you're like, hey, people who are acting out. Well, the bitch act out when she get on here. She's upset. She's acting out. That's expressing emotions. Acting out would be, I'm so mad today at people who wear the color green that I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna slap everybody with the color green on. Like, now that can go into the psychopathic, sociopathic type of tea. But me coming out and expressing my feelings with harm to none, that's a totally different thing. So, going into sociopath, like I said before, many people have these traits, but they're not necessarily sociopaths. Okay. But definitely, and this is actually going to be like a mind blowing thing for you all, because going into how gender, okay, like I say, mundane people see things different from spiritual people. Mundanely, male or female is vagina or penis. Spiritually, male or female is masculine or femininity. That's why if you ever get any type of spiritual books, okay, oh, this one's about to die. If you ever get any type of spiritual books, okay, the spiritual books go into gender, masculine or feminine. Even going into spirits, it would say a masculine spirit, a feminine spirit. It does not say this is a male spirit, this is a male energy. Once again, a lot of people who interpret that stuff do speak like that. And those are the ones I want to stay far away from, because you're, once again, using logic to interpret spirituality. So, even in here, it's saying that sociopaths are more male, or more, there are more men are more likely to be sociopaths than females. And I'm like, so that put it in a state of, a lot of these women out here are masculine. A lot of these women are definitely, like that guy said, trans spiritual. Spiritual meaning that they're physically a woman, but they have a male energy behind them, and that goes into a lot of single parenting issues out there. A lot of why men are not settling down, and of course that's not the major factor, but it kind of makes you think. You know what I mean? You want to be the man, you want to be the mama and the daddy, honey. Let the man step out and do his thing there. Anyway, so it also says that sociopaths experience anxiety and they find rage far harder to control. So when they are anxious, they blow up. When they're anxious, they actually act out. They have to go, commit a crime, etc., etc. Like I said, a lot of us out there have anxiety, but we have anxiety from PTSD, or we have anxiety from experiences that we experienced that just shook us up. But what separate a normal person's anxiety from a psychopath's or sociopath's anxiety is a normal person's anxiety will make them go in a house and hide and be relaxed. A psychopath and a sociopath's anxiety will make them come out and be like, "Fuck y'all," and I'm about to do this and that, and let me do some shit right now because people got me feeling some type of way. I'm about to do the same thing. Kind of like you slapped me, now I'm going to expose you. You offended me, now I'm going to offend you, even if it means me breaking the law. Because whether you notice or not, putting out people's personal information, um, you know, without even, getting their permission, written consent, honey, or without you putting out a disclaimer, is illegal. Okay, what they call doxing. I can tell y'all a little quick story right now. There's a girl right now that I still talk to, Mama. Mama could come on here and tell y'all her experience. Mama used to dox people or de-dox people on the internet all the time. Mama got the wrong person. Well, it was a queen. Mama know it was a queen, Mama, because queens are smarter than see y'all don't want to be giving these queens credit, girl. The butch queens and the femme queens, girl. Y'all don't want to giving these people credit for what they do, but they're way more smarter than y'all, especially what y'all think. So Mama thought she was gonna get this queen together, and this queen got her together, honey. Reached out to the FBI. Mama was getting phone calls. Mama was getting emails left and right, girl. Girl, Mama was scared. Mama was crying. Girl, Mama got up. Mama hit the road, Jack. She was like, honey, let me live in a hotel. So of course she was acting like I'm living in hotels, girl, because I love the hotels. Girl, no, you're not. You're paying like $6,000 a month on those damn hotels, girl. You do not live in those hotels. You do not enjoy living in those hotels, bitch. You're on the run, Mama. And they got her together. So, like I said, that is definitely illegal. Okay, if you're purposely digging up information on people that is private, not news broadcasting, because that's called journalism, not like news records, not mug shots, but if you're purposely looking like, let me see if I can get an address, and let me put that address out there, that's illegal. And like I said, there's even YouTubers on here that are currently facing charges right now, honey. They've not been indicted yet because they're trying to get as much charges as they can on them. But definitely, honey, they definitely have charges that are being dropped on their asses, bitch. And y'all will surely see it, honey, because they definitely got Mama together, put her and her children in danger. So, either way, psychopaths are more controlled and charming, while sociopaths have less consistent behaviors. Okay. And honestly, too, a lot of psychopaths are aware of their traits, where sociopaths are a little bit more in denial. Okay. Um, so let's see, going into signs of sociopath. Okay. There are many people that have these traits, like I said before, but they are not necessarily sociopaths. Okay, there could be something else going on there. Okay, but definitely, because I want people to be like, oh my God, Mystic, am I a sociopath? Because that's how I am, and people get, honey, I don't want to be triggering people. Okay, so like I said, watching consistent behavior patterns will help you to recognize sociopaths. And a lot of these people on the internet, especially YouTube spiritualists, because that's what this series is about, YouTube spiritualists. You could look at their old videos, present videos, and videos to come, and you could see a shift in, or you could see consistent patterns in their behavior. So going into um, 11 major signs here. And once again, if you have more than, we'll say, six of these, then more than likely you might be a fucking sociopath, honey. Hello. And if the shoe fits, wear that motherfucker. Okay. So lack of empathy for others. As we talked about before, with empathy, it's the ability to connect with others, right? And I want to say on a spiritual level, right? It's a ability to understand and to share the feelings of another. So when someone is sharing with you their heart, um, we'll keep it that. When someone's sharing with you their heart, you can feel that, right? And I even say deeper than that, when someone is sharing with you something and the emotions are fake, you can also sense that as well. Okay. And what I said before, what the spiritualists try to do is they try to make a connection with you all. Like, well, I'm a black woman like you, so you should have remorse for me. You should have connection with me. You should feel me. And of course they play with your mind because now you do because you are empathetic. You are now starting to connect with that aspect versus, oh, is this bitch lying right here? What type of, what yeah, is this bitch lying right here? Is this energy real? Is this energy real, honey? And then of course going into sympathy, because once again people get that mixed up, empathy versus sympathy. Sympathy is understanding from your own perspective. So myself, okay, I'm hypersensitive, but I can be very sympathetic for people. Okay. Very sympathetic. I don't say empathetic, I say sympathetic. Because in the sense of, you could be telling this story and I'm like, listen, I heard the story before, and the person who told that story was a liar. So you more than likely might be lying too. Okay. Hello? Hello? Okay. So, lack of empathy for others, that means not being able to connect with people and what they're possibly going through, not being able to share the same experience, putting yourself in these people's shoes. Like if I was and I do this all the time. Let's talk about it. I do this all the time. Okay. If I was sitting here and I would say, if I was a woman, a cisgendered woman, a woman with a utero, was able to birth children, how would I go about living my life? How would I go about living my life? And even going into other people's lifestyle and stuff too. And if you want to go to put myself in their shoes right now and the choice that they pick, you still got time to get your life together. There's a big difference with uh, sharing your story with people and wanting to change, wanting to become victorious in your situation, from telling your story to people and wanting the people just to have empathy for you because you have time to change, especially if you're in the spiritual community. You have time to ask for your spirits to come in and to make changes for you. So you're not doomed because you made some bad decisions in your life. But if you continue to make these decisions past you being a spiritualist, I've been a spiritualist for 17 years, blah, 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 blah. But in these 17 years, you don't have had two kids. And you didn't, even before the 17 years, you had three kids. So you didn't get the three kids right. So then you became spiritual, and then you had two more kids, and you're still doing the same shit you did before you became spiritual. So now you're wanting to stay in the victim role and not the victorious role. So once again, now we're getting into, something totally different. Now you're wanting validity in your experiences, and that's a form of manipulation. Okay. So going into even impulsive behaviors, as I mentioned before yesterday, with psychopaths, okay, when you are doing things without really thinking, okay, without having a thought, okay, ahead of time. Like, you know what? Let me create my schedule, okay? Let me say tomorrow I'm going to go to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever. Impulse is just, honey, today you wake up, you are going to do laundry today. And like I said, a lot of people have this because I'm that girl. Life is short. Life is beautiful. I will wake up and I would say, honey, today I wanted to do laundry. I wanted to get my kitchen together. I was supposed to be going through the cupboard to throw out, old cans, canned goods. But today I wake up and say, fuck it, bitch. I want to go out to eat at Cheesecake Factory and I want to go shopping. Hello. That's impulsive. A lot of us have that. We're supposed to be doing shit and we don't do it. But once again, going into patterns, okay? Attempting to control others with threats or aggression. Now, y'all seen this before. People threatening to put you in vinegar jars and bleach jars. And y'all better leave me alone or something. Put your name on the bleach jar. And who's over there in that chat room and starting that shit? I'm put you in the bleach jar. And some of y'all really was scared, which is, kind of sad. Because instead of putting people's name in the bleach jar, you should have been using that bleach to clean up your damn house. Instead of ever putting people's names in vinegar jars and bleach jars to do whatever the hell you think you're doing, you use that same bleach and wash your nasty ass house down. Wash your nasty ass hooves. Platypus feet. Feet assist. Platypus hands. Bitch. That's what you need to be doing. Using intelligence, charm, and charisma to manipulate others. Oh, girl. One of these girls said that she's a psychologist. And I'm like, girl, you've been in prison half of your life. Ma'am, you're a psychologist, spiritualist, right? But you got your psychology studies from prison, sis. That doesn't count in the real world, sis. My brother been in prison for drugs. We talked about this before. One of my brothers went to prison for drugs, honey. Okay. And he got degrees and shit in prison. But bitch, you know in the real world that shit doesn't count. So behind prison, you're a licensed and certified psychologist, but not in real life, boo boo. Not in real life, boo boo. Okay, you got to go to a real university for that, mama. Okay, unfortunately. Okay, maybe counseling. There's a quick way of going about it. Maybe even like some type of therapist. Like hypnotherapy. You can get a certificate in like 18 months of shit. So, but going into real psychologists and shit, honey, that takes like years of school, like 4 to 6 years. Depends on what level you're trying to go into. 8 to 12 years, etc., etc. Um, so using this intelligence and charm and charisma to manipulate people, and even going to, people have never been in California, from the place that they claim they're from, their accents are very much like Selm, Nagum, Yigum, Jiggle, all that shit. And they'll put on this front like, yeah, I'm sitting here and I'm eating I was feeling very parched right now. And I was gonna make my hair and it's like, girl, it's not working for a lot of us, okay? A lot of us are seeing right through that BS, sis, because the work ain't working, okay? The manipulation ain't manipulating anything but people that are stupid like you, okay? And that's where we're going to keep it at because I want to get into insulting people and all the good stuff. Not learning from mistakes or punishments. A lot of sociopaths tend to have a lot of criminal history, and even going into, like I said, girl, the first time you got in trouble with something and you just keep doing it over and over and over. I was looking at something on YouTube and this guy looked crazy as hell. A woman went missing from Louisiana and this man uh skipped his bail on the day she went missing. And daddy had 4 bonds up there. One was like for 150,000, one was like 50,000, 10,000. And I'm just like, you have to be one, like, girl, with that much money in bells, daddy could have bought a house. With that much money in bells, daddy could have started a business. Like, I'm just like, you have to be like, that has to be a mental illness, that you're just not learning the lessons, especially going into how everyone feel like the system is not right on certain type of people. So if you know the system ain't gonna treat you good, why you keep going in there? And it also goes along the lines of, if you're a heterosexual man or a heterosexual woman, when you go to prison, there's no penis in there if you're a woman, and ain't no vagina in there if you're a man. So if I'm only into poom poom, I don't want to go to a place with a whole bunch of men at. I don't want to go there and I don't want to see that shit. I'm not into I'm not into, oh girl, I just don't know. Girl, like I said, it has to be a mental illness going into sociopathy and psychopathy, of people that just wants to keep doing the shit over and over and over and over and over, not learning from the mistakes they did before. Lying for personal gain. People out here saying, that they were top of the line. They say that people wanted them. Going into even having people lying and say that, they reached out to them. One of these spiritualists said that one of my deceased relatives um, actually gave them some information. And it's just like, girl, now if you want him to come knocking on that door, you just throw in the white flag and say, yeah, and I will definitely, have this deceased person to show up to your house. Okay. Hello. And you could definitely confirm if they gave you information, but lying just to make it seem like you're that girl, it doesn't look cute on you, sis. Lying and saying that you are the baddest of the baddest when you're really not, because you, once again, you've been in and out of jail your whole damn life. So if you were really all that magical and you knew all those abilities and you had all those powers, then why you couldn't do work to get money so you didn't have to go to jail? And even in the sense of one of these people that got a lengthy criminal record, okay, as I mentioned before, who then decides to defraud the government again. So they already have on their record that they defrauded two financial institutions in the Midwest. But then they have the audacity, and that's why they filed bankruptcy back in 2017. Okay, hello. Like I told y'all, most of y'all spiritual advisors out here who are trying to give y'all money rituals and shit, filed bankruptcy, honey. So they don't have the juju or the good to tell you how to keep your money right. Hello. So mama have two financial records. Okay, two financial institutions getting her together, pressing charges on her record. Like I said, we have the court case, we have her full name, we have the judge presiding over that case because it's public record. But mama then decides to hop on the PPP loans and then scam the government again. And I just said, God diggity damn. Can we be great? Can we be great? Like she didn't learn from the first two other encounters. Now mama said, let me do it again. And then girl, we dealing with what we're dealing with now economically, and you really think they're gonna have mercy on you? Oh, but you gotta go. This is life behind bars. You gotta go. This is life behind bars, sis. You really gotta go, girl. You really gotta go. It said showing a tendency to physical violence and fights. Girl, one of these girls, girl, she's proud of being a fighter. Mama said she'll show up and show out. Mama said she'll book a plane ticket and get somebody together. Girl, it was even reported by WLNB, which you got a screenshot of that a couple of years ago. Mama hit somebody with a broom and then tried to hit somebody with a rolling pin. And so it's like physical violence because once again, these people have anxiety. That's why they smoke that ganja and they drink that liquor. Okay, come on in here. Because they have anxiety and they don't know how to tame that anxiety naturally. Going into energy, I told you. I'm someone who suffered from anxiety, honey. I don't take pills. I don't smoke. I don't drink none of that. I deal with my anxiety through natural meanings. That's meditation, okay, and breathing techniques. Very quick, very simple. You don't even got to be dealing with anxiety. You could be very stressed out, and there's some very simple breathing techniques you could do that will immediately calm you down. That's why I say even going into smoking cigarettes because you have anxiety or you're stressed out. You better put those cigarettes down and do some breathing exercises, honey. Way more powerful, honey, and you will feel way more energetic and way more fulfilled. But anxiety, they act out when they're in their feelings. Oh, she's hurt. She's big mad. Yeah, I'm big mad, so I want to screw everybody up. Y'all dealt with this even in customer service. Going to Walmart, going to Wendy's, going to, and I don't give these people my money no more, honey. You be rude to me and you be disrespectful, bitch, you ain't getting my coin. But you sitting here and you upset because the previous customer cussed you out or your man just left you for his sister, a girl, or your sister, like, girl, like, no shade. That has nothing to do with me, ma'am. Why you got an attitude? And I've been that girl that I've asked a few people, but I stopped doing that because that's agitating people and I don't want to be that person because either they're going to be in jail, I'm going to be in jail because they're going to lunge at me and I'm going to get them right together. That's going to be one or the other. And that's not being physically, aggressive and shit. That's me defending myself. So I stopped doing that. But I used to ask them when they would be so upset, like, why are you so mad today, ma'am? Is the pay not doing good? The benefits ain't worth it? You know what I mean? Did they lower your pay? Did they demote you? Like, what's really going on? Because if you're working with people and you're in a fucked up ass mood, now you're gonna put them in a fucked up ass mood, and it's gonna be a continuing cycle. Now you kind of work upset. Now they treating you because they upset because they feeling your energy, and you want to get really mad, and then they start throwing shit at you. Y'all see the videos online? People going in the store, breaking bottles in the store and shit. All that shit could have been prevented. I don't care nobody say. We gotta have management, okay? Confliction management, okay? Conflict management. Y'all took that in middle school and elementary school and all that. If y'all didn't, honey, y'all missed out. Going into the next one, generally superficial relationships. Now I mentioned this before. How many of these spirituals have best friends or they have friends they've had friendships with for 10 plus years? How many of these people have had relationships with men or women that they've actually laid down with and had children with that they're still with? How many of them actually can build and keep relationships? These are things to think about. Okay. Going into sometimes stealing or committing crimes. Now, of course, they're going to say sometimes for legalities because they don't want to group everybody, because then people could claim mental insanity and shit. Oh, I stole the pack of gum because I'm a sociopath, or so I need to be medicated and put away, nicely. So that's why they're saying sometimes. But it said they like to steal or commit other crimes. Once again, validation in their experience. And it's ironic because a few of these spiritualists, and not just one. I know y'all been thinking I'm talking about one, but there's five of them, in fact, that we have a lengthy history on them. Shout out to the Mystic Investigatory Agency back in the day who dug up all that information. And some people that I didn't even ask the information from, they sent it over with receipts. Okay. Um, these people have histories of stealing, ironically, and not even just stealing, but in the along the lines of stealing, like identity theft, like stealing people's identity. You know, going to get a cell phone in your mother's-in-law name without her even knowing. You know, stealing companies' money. And that's how your husband and you got that money to build your houses and shit because the motherfucker was embezzling money from his business. Hello. Going into stealing from Kroger's, going into stealing from the DMV, because when you go steal people license plates and tags, that's stealing from the motherfucking DMV. So going into that, going into a whole bunch of stuff, stealing from these corporations, well, they got all this money. Three Rivers got all this money. I don't gotta worry about it. Three Rivers got all this money. I can take from them. They won't know that it's gone. Once again, feeling like somebody owe you something when they don't owe you a motherfucking thing. You owe yourself everything, though, sis. They don't owe you shit. And that's your issue now. Once again, going into psychopathic, sociopathic people. You think we owe you shit when we don't. Your mother owed you shit. Your father owed you shit. We don't owe you nothing. And now you owe it to yourself to get things right and keep it tight. The next one, threatening suicidalio to manipulate without intention to act. Well, honey, we got information on one of these ladies' ex-baby father or ex-husband who also had a child by this woman. We won't say no names, girl, because see, that's the secret we got to keep to ourselves. But mama know who she is when we say this. And he actually said that mama used to always threaten him when he's like, I want custody of my children. Mama would say, I'm about to sue the side of my Masuda Huda myself because you dogging me the fuck out. So it will make him feel bad because he's like, I don't want my children not have not have a mother and blah blah blah. So he would give in. He would give in, and then he also said that she even tried this with somebody she got into a fight with. I won't go too deep into that. Mama got into a fight with a woman, and mama tried that too. I'm gonna just take myself on out of here because nobody really sees it for me. And they don't. And they don't. And you don't neither. And that's why you're a fool and you decided to make YouTube your playing ground. Bitch, you're a fool. Sometimes abusing drugs or alcohol. No, it's all the time. They need the drugs and the alcohol to calm down. And then they say it's a spiritual experience. Once again, I was saying about this before. A lot of people, I'm using marijuana to conjure up energies. I'm using marijuana to conjure up spirits. When I'm high and I'm drunk, the spirits are coming in. Little do you know, you don't drink the spirits. Yeah, there's spirits in liquor, but you don't consume that liquor, boo boo. Yes, there's stuff, there's herbs and stuff that would bring spirits and energy in, but you burn that shit, sis. It's called smoke. Not you smoke it. It's called lighting up and letting the smoke, those fumes that come from it fill the space. And that's what we talk about smoking for the spirits. Honey, we're not saying smoke the shit yourself. When it goes into liquor and stuff, we want to give a shout out, and we want to give a praise, and all praise be to the mother Yimaya, because she loves her some liquor. Okay, a lot of spirits know love liquor, but I had to learn a two a thing from Yimaya a couple of weeks ago, because I said, honey, I ain't drinking no motherfucking Chardonnay, honey, but I'll give you some. Girl, I took that. My sister was like, girl, if you give her the shot of glass, she gonna do something. And I said, no, she not. I said, honey, no, she not. I give that little shot of glass, uh, that shot of Chardonnay, girl, summer homes too. When I tell you, honey, spirit came through and showed the fuck out. I said, oh no. Oh no, ma'am. Oh no. So, like I said, they are abusing drugs and alcohol, and they're acting like it's a spiritual thing. No, honey, that's for you to tame and calm yourself down. That's for you. That's for that other personality of yours to be subsided and your real personality come out. The fakeness is the calm, cool, collective you, honey. When you start drinking and smoking, now you're violent and acting like you have a deity in you that's a violent deity. There's no way, sis. Once again, abusing drugs or alcohol, very sociopathic. If you're feeling stressed out and you want to relieve your stress, you can go burn lavender, aromatherapy. Get into aromatherapy. You're feeling stressed out and your life is just fucked up. Eat clean. Go work out. It's a known fact that we work out for our mental health. I talked about this before right now, and I'm going to tell you this again. And we're going to pull it up really, really quickly right now, because I told y'all what it was that I saw inside of when I went to that machine over there, and I've not been back ever since then because I kind of rubbed me the wrong way. When I went to that machine, and it showed that there is a chemical in that soda. Here we go. It is called phenylalanine. Are you ready? And of course, if you don't know what this is, it's actually an amino acid. And there's another amino acid that's actually in protein shakes. I think it starts with a T, terafon, one of them. And it actually can cause you to have seizures and also have muscle cramps and stuff. So a lot of people be thinking that they have a muscle cramps because they worked out, and in fact, honey, they're getting attacked. So anyway, phenylalanine isn't a health concern for most people, according to RD and LD Catherine Zareski. Okay, and this is in diet sodas and stuff, honey. Come on, let's come on in here. It says that people with genetic disorders, okay, or a genetic disorder called PKU, or certain other health conditions that deals with the mental, okay, phenylalanine can be a serious health concern. We're going to call her phenella, okay? Phenella can cause intellectual disabilities. And see, this I say I won't argue with nobody. You smoke weed, you drink liquor, you drink soda. Bitch, there's nothing you can tell me. There's nothing you can tell me at all, because I know that our thought processes are different. It's not me thinking that I'm better than anybody, but we just know that the brain is a terrible thing to waste. And so going into how phenol can cause intellectual disabilities, tells right there, bitch, I'm not about to argue with you because you might be uh, uh, mentally disabled, and that's okay. It said that brain damage, seizures, and other problems in people with PKU, phenila, occurs naturally in many protein rich foods, such as milk. Now, that's another thing, too. I don't eat milk. A lot of y'all drink a lot of milk, and that talk about a lot of shit, too. That's why the world's fucked up now. Oh, how. Come on in here. Eggs and meat. That's another thing, too. A lot of y'all eat a lot of meat, too. Y'all so aggressive because y'all got that meat in ya. It says that phenol is also sold as a dietary supplement. It is a part of aspartame. Okay. Aspartame actually has phenol in it, like Equal, NutraSweet, as well as other medications, diet foods, and diet sodas have phenol in it. Okay. It actually says that federal regulations require that any beverage or food that contains aspartame bearing this warning, PKU basically contains phenolin. This warning helps people with PKU avoid products that are a source of phenol. Now, of course, honey, like I said, you go into the tea. Phenol it also fucks up depression, schizophrenia, people that are bipolar. This has an extreme effect on that. You could do your research on that. Like I said, when you go to those machines, it's by Coca Cola. You got to go click on the beverage. It's going to tell you what's in the beverage. And I'm telling you, you're going to see phenol up in there. You're going to see Fenella, honey. Hello? She got a new name every time I say it, huh? Fenella, Fanila, Fanalana. Okay. Felanine, girl, like the Philistines. Anyway, so anyway, trouble, the last one, but it's definitely not the least one, is trouble with responsibilities such as a job, paying bills, etc. So this explains why a lot of people are unemployed right now, even though everybody's hiring. This explains why a lot of people feel the need, even though they're capable of working, they're capable of getting a job. They want to sit back and I'm just gonna say this really quick because I know this has nothing to do with y'all, but it has something to do with the internet still. The dark side of internet spirituality. And this is not a spiritual person, but this is somebody on the internet. There's a woman out there who breast implants exploded. And mama out here with 400,000 followers and an OnlyFans. And she's also on YouTube. So, she getting that YouTube check too, baby girl. Because mama never asked for a GoFundMe. Mama never asked for no cash app. Mama never said support, support, support. But mama's sitting here with 400,000 followers, y'all. 400,000? 400. And here I am with little old 300 fucking subscribers and followers, honey. And you won't see no damn GoFundMe up there, bitch. You won't see me saying donate, 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 donate. Send it over, send it over, send it over. Because, bitch, I like to work for mine. But it's the fact is that mama over here, once again, going into sociopathic, psychopathic people, they have the ability to work, but they don't want to work for it. Instead of these readers, too, offering classes, offering readings, offering events to get their coin, they want the free money. Oh, y'all need to help me. My house falling apart. I gotta move, and I'm so sick of coming here giving y'all content for free. And it's like, boo, you don't have to be here though. You don't have to be here, mama. Nobody's asking for you to be here. And the ones that are asking, maybe they should be donating. But girl, that sociopathic of not being able to have a responsibility and saying, listen, y'all, I do readings. Let me do $5 readings because I'm trying to reach a goal of a certain amount of money. Y'all, I sell product with gold serum and shit. Let me sell my gold serum, y'all, to get this money that I need. But no, I want it for free. And this person, the other person, honey, her name starts with an S, Miss Mama's talking about she need money for surgery and she need money to get her reconstruction done. And I'm just like, first of all, baby girl, I have breast implants and I have insurance on my breast implants. Hello? I have insurance on my breast implants, baby girl, for 15 years. So if anything, oh, come on in here. See, this will separate the black market or the stupid people from the people with intelligence or people that want to do their research on shit. There's no way on God's green earth that I'm gonna do something that's gonna put myself at risk, like i.e. driving. Ain't nobody out here driving without insurance unless you don't care about your motherfucking life. Unless you might be a sociopath or psychopath. Because ain't nobody out here with smarts driving out no damn insurance, brother. Even though that means a basic liability, girl, $55 a month. Ain't nobody out here driving out no damn insurance, bruh. That's mentally sane. You ain't gonna get no surgery on your body without having something to cover your liability. So mama got these implants done, and girl, mama didn't get insurance. Mama didn't get insurance. Going into these 400,000 subscribers, they said she had an OnlyFans. So mama can't bust it wide and drop it low and suck on a cucumber and a pickle to get some more subscriptions to get that work done. Instead, she making a GoFundMe account. Instead of working, and y'all out here talking about work, 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 work. And that's how I keep telling y'all, I don't give a freak about if you have a million followers. If the ethics ain't there, the ethics ain't there, bitch, and I don't want to befriend you. And I'm just being totally real here. A lot of followers don't mean that you're successful because there's people out here that with a little bit of followers and honey, they're content with their lives. And I'm not speaking in person in general. I'm just putting out there. A lot of us are content with our 300 subscribers and 5 continuous contributors. With 2 contributors, one contributor that's always contributing regardless of what's going on in the house being done. So I'm just saying, honey. So you got 400,000 people and you haven't even touched the heart of not one person to say, you know what? I see that mama's in need of service. Let me go out and help this girl. Even if you say, hey, girl, listen, y'all, whoever paid for the surgery, I'll do one night of dinner with you. You come and spend a week with me. You can stay in a hotel with me. We'll go out to eat. We'll hang out for me being thankful. Like, no, girl, you want shit for free because you're lazy. You want shit for free because you have a hard time taking on responsibility. You're a grown ass woman who's out here selling and twerking that poom poom from some money, and nobody is good enough to give you 10,000 for that poom poom. There's no way on God's green earth I'll let somebody sit here and fucking suck on me, bitch, for people that lost their damn mind. For 200, 300, 400, fucking $500, somebody gonna be fucking and sucking on me, girl, and I'm exposing myself to STDs and STIs. You done lost your damn mind. I'm sitting there spreading wide and dropping low, twerking, 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 playing with my yoni and shit, bitch, for $20. On top of that, and this should go into an example for one of my people out there who said that I'm a white woman and people want to see white people more than black people. Well, Miss Mama got 40,000 followers and can't come up with $10,000 on her own to get a life-saving procedure. Mama don't have a savings. Clearly, Mama don't have a savings set aside. And Mama ain't got nobody jumping forward to donate that money neither like that. Because, girl, if white was really right like that, then Mama would have had that money right when she posted that motherfucking ad. Hello? Mama would have had that money as soon as she posted that ad, sis. Like I said, girl, you work smarter, not harder. So it doesn't matter the race, honey. Mama just ain't all that cute. Okay. And that's it. I'm not saying a cute, like attractiveness. I'm saying cute as far as mama ain't thinking. And I hope that be a lesson to a lot of you girls and boys out there. Okay, Marilyn Mansons and shit. I hope y'all I hope y'all understand that. Anyway, so it said that someone with sociopath is unlikely to seek professional help or not even realize that they have ASPD. As a result, dealing with people that have it, it's hard to diagnose. And of course, they give you little examples here, and I just kind of want to give y'all things to look out on. Okay, so it says that children is hard to diagnose ASPD in children because while children are developing, they will display a lot of these behaviors, right? And as their personality continuously change, you're going to see some of these characteristics come and go. But as a teenager, okay, you can see the constant stealing, the harming of the animals, the constant lying, the destroying of property, the breaking the rules without thinking of the consequences. Now, this goes into diagnoses. And this is easier for you to say, hey, wait, I might be having a sociopath child here. And a lot of y'all really don't give a fuck because, I mean, like I said, I think, 90% of people in society either is sociopathic or have sociopathic traits. So people really don't give a damn. And it actually says, too, that people who have family history of this will actually more than likely to develop this sociopathy. So, of course, some of these people have mamas and daddies. Once again, having your child, postpartum or not, having your child and saying, "I don't want it. Let me put it up. Let me put this child away." That could be connection to sociopathic and psychopathic behavior, honey. Not taking responsibility of things that you created because nobody told you to drop it loud, drop it low, and spread it wide. Okay, nobody told you that, honey. You did it because you wanted to do it. Okay, and that's really it. Now, of course, I wanted to give you some much needed tools. Okay, closing this out. Much needed tools on identifying. We talked about the psychopaths. We needed a little more heavier energy last night, but we're gonna kind of go about it a different way with the sociopath, and how to break free, to conquer, what exactly is going on, how to identify what's going on, even within you. Maybe you may feel like you have sociopathic traits and, getting help, breaking an addiction. Let's say you're a sociopath and you're like, baby, when I'm not high or drunk, I feel like I'm losing my mind. So I'm going to actually, you know, give you some words of encouragement and also give you a very simple, powerful ritual that has helped a lot of people. Oh, come on in here. Okay. So going into the purple colored candle. Not only is purple my favorite color, but there's a lot you can do with the color purple. And this is a darker purple. Okay. With the dark purple candle, we use this to break habits. Okay, you are a habitual liar. You're a habitual thief. You're a habitual manipulator. You are a habitual bitch. Then you could do the purple candle to break that motherfucking energy up. Okay. And of course, going into olive oil. And in the book of Psalms, okay, we're going to use Psalms 7 or Psalms 1. And we're going to use this to conquer our inner demons. Okay. And of course, we're going to use this to conquer any energy that's been sent to us by other motherfuckers. Okay. Knowingly and unknowingly. And then, of course, the next color that we would use is going to be orange. Okay. Orange is the energy, it represents the energy of conquering whatever goal you are set out to conquer. Okay. And like I said, with very, very simple using orange with purple, you will see quick results. Okay. And of course, it's not going to be a complete 360, but you will see a change or a shift in something. Okay. And orange, like I said, dealing with conquering, bringing in, establishing energy to get your goals completed, as well as to make things brighter, right? To give you the joy that you may need to get through whatever pain you're dealing with, whatever trauma you're dealing with. Okay. And of course, you're going to take the name of the persons or even yourself. You're going to write it on a piece of paper. You're going to place it underneath this candle. You're going to anoint this candle with olive oil. Once again, you're going to charge up this oil. Okay. You can even get a love oil because, of course, going into sociopath and psychopathic people, there's a lack of love here. There's a feeling of resentment and rejection. So this is why they act out. Mama wasn't there, daddy didn't care, type of thing. Okay. And so the orange or the pink would to bring it will bring in harmony, it will calm energy down, it will bring in self-love, it will incite and excite love in them so they can see the brighter side of things. I would definitely recommend working with a lot of floral energy when dealing with sociopathic people. Okay, going into the fact that they said that more men are more likely to be sociopaths than women. Okay, even though I do feel like there's a lot of women spiritualists on here that are sociopaths, and maybe because there's more women spiritualists on here than there are male spiritualists on the internet. I don't know. But either way, you want to counteract that with the mothering energy. And that's what the florals represent, the flowers represent that mothering goddess energy to create a balance in that masculine, oh, come on in here, non water existing body. Okay. We want to tame, soothe, and calm. So that's where the floral coming at jasmine, rose, orchids, lilies, all the good stuff, honey. You go down to your nearest Indian bazaar. You can go to your nearest botanica and see what type of floral stuff they have. Even going into fruity citrus, strawberries, cherries, and tangerines and oranges. Get into that stuff too. That would also help to soothe things down and to build harmony and to bring peace into the situation. And of course, like I said, calling people out and calling things out when it should be called out is motherfucking healthy. Don't let people tell you that it's not. When you see a bitch lying, bitch, excuse me, ma'am, you're lying. Okay. And of course, be ready to get shut down. Because, bitch, I'm that girl, bitch. You think I'm motherfucking lying, bitch. Come forward and present your proof. And I'll present my motherfucking proof. Hello? Because I carry receipts, girl. They call me the bag lady for a reason, girl. Hello? I keep the receipts in the bags, bitch. In fact, there's actually containers literally with receipts up here, but still. Okay, they call me the bag lady for a reason, honey, and not the Erica Badu bag lady, but a bag lady that keeps motherfucking receipts. So you can play these foo games, fugazi, namasta, namaneka people games with these other people, girl. You ain't playing with me, honey. Okay. And of course, white could be used. But like I said, read Psalms 1, Psalm 7 over this candle, why this candle burns the whole time the candle's burning, and speak into it, speak into the situation, reveal yourself, or whatever your intention is. Okay. Yes, I know we kind of went over, I kind of gave you kind of the groundwork and kind of, traced outlined your name with your fingers. Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccup. Excuse me. But definitely, I don't want to shape your outcome. I don't want to shape your expectations. You will definitely see things be brought to the forefront, and you will definitely see things being healed, being resolved. And like I said, of course, we're dealing with energetic things. The mundane stuff has to be done. That's why I said we go into getting help if we do feel like we are dealing with psychopathic, sociopathic T. I told y'all my little story. I do have a psychologist, I do have a therapist, and a counselor. Hello, hello. Let's get into it. And I've been having mine for years. Okay. Matter of fact, one of my therapists, because if you don't know, both of my animals are service animals registered with the state of California, baby girl, and it's federally regulated. Hello, hello. And I got that through my doctor. Okay. I know a lot of you out here get these fake letters and shit, girl. I got it from my actual doctor, baby girl. Hello, $25. How you doing? Anyway, so you know, like I said, getting clarity on that, and even going into, I knew girls back in the day that was like, "Girl, I need to sleep. Let me get me some Ambien," and you need to go to your doctor and ask them for some Ambien. So of course, I asked my people, "Can I get some sleeping pills?" And they were like, "Honey, you don't have problems sleeping." So like I said, bitch, I'm not medicated. Don't need to be medicated, honey. And if I was that girl that needed to be medicated, I would definitely say, okay, I'm okay with being medicated, but I don't need medication, honey. Anyway, so that's it with that, honey. That's pretty much it. Let's go on to these comments before I go. I gotta go. Melly, 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 Mel. Come on, Melly. How you doing? Yes, honey. Come on in here, Jay. Happy Thursday, honey. Come on in here, Ariel. Hey, honey. How you doing? Yes, honey. Love me, Fro. How you doing? How you doing? Yes, honey. Yes, honey. We love that, Fro. That Fro looks good on you. Love me, Fro. It does. It looks good on you. I call it spit and stir, wanna sell. I know. Ah! I know that's right. Going to the lake. Ooh, enjoy that water. I know that's right. Enjoy that water. Charming, not the magical kind of charm that's out as fuck. I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right, honey. Glamour spells. We were talking about this the other day. A lot of people are doing glamour spells on people. We were just talking about this the other day. Me and my sister, we literally was talking about everything is so glamour, 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 glamour. And I'm like, that's so true. Let's give the look that we're doing it when we're really not doing it. Like, girl, how many people have you seen do rituals on the internet of money and going to the lakes and going to the rivers and they're still in the same space? They still in the same space. They still doing the same shit. They still crammed up in that little bitty ass apartment. They still living on that Hobby Lobby farm. Can we talk about for a minute how many people you know that are literally out here claiming to be high priestesses and spiritual teachers and spiritual guides, and they have the abilities and they're ordained and the spirits are with them and they're doing these rituals and you don't see no progress? How many? How many? How many? And then how about people that you've not seen do shit like that and how they're succeeding? How they are perfectly okay. Come on in here. Damn, that's effed up. Not you're going to prison. Psych. They played that, folks. I know that's right. I know that's right, honey. Playing, girl. She gotta go. She gotta go, Jay. She gotta go. Come on here, Tina. Yeah, the soda is cut out cold turkey. Ooh, I know, honey. And they have like Zevia. There's a company called Zevia, Zevia. When if I ever drink soda, it's usually Sierra Mist and ginger ale. I don't even think ginger ale is considered a soda, but either way, and it's pure ginger ale. I don't do Canada Dry ginger ale. I don't do swap ginger ale. No, honey, Zevia. Zevia. That's the only one I do. I used to do Hanson sodas, but Hanson, honey, nobody want to sell Hanson in my area. So I said, "Ooh, girl, Hanson must piss some people off, honey." But definitely, honey, definitely. Come on in here, Grand Madam Tarot. Yes, honey. How you doing? Yes, honey. Hope you're well on this Thursday evening. Ooh, yeah. What's this about? 10,000 for Poom Poom. Who's paying? Listen, see, Grand Madam. Listen, you will be surprised, Grand Madam. I heard. Listen, honey. I really thought this girl was scamming. Okay, this lady, she's an associate of mine. Okay, you know. And I'm saying this because she may be on it on this channel one day. Okay, I might do a little, interview on her. But Mama allegedly got a house from somebody that she was, giving this poom poom to, and this man gave her a lot of money, grandma. It was more than $10,000. To make a long story short, I thought Mama scammed because I'm used to the girls saying, I had this date and I got $60,000. Come to find out, they did an embezzlement. They did a what they call it, extortion. Give me the 60,000 and I won't tell nobody that you're doing A B C D F G. And it's just like, no, my mama, that's not how you go. The way that you do things is up front you discuss business and you don't got to worry about being an extortionist. But being an extortionist is a federal crime. So either way, I thought mom was being an extortionist. I thought she was doing some scamming, but she was not. This man bought her a very nice house and more than 10,000. So I was saying that because even if mama was not charging $10,000 for one person, okay, girl, $1,500. $1,500, girl. $1,500. That's the lowest I would go for somebody to fuck me for money. Hell. That's the lowest I will go, honey. You trying to penetrate me for some money, bitch? That's the lowest I will go. 1,500. The lowest, honey. 1,500. Sorry. That's why I don't do it. Because there's too much fucking risk attached. That would cover my spiritual baths. That would cover my tonics and sparkles and shit. Like, honey, no thank you. But mama has 400,000 people, grandma. I'm just like, if you're out here meeting up with these people and you're screwing these people, you're not charging not even $50. You can't get not one man to be like, "Yo, mama, you're beautiful." I'm a, I'm a whiz tech. I make $250,000 a year. Let me spoil you with a couple of thousand to go towards your goal. Like, girl, mama didn't get none of this to where she's out here looking like a fool, begging. Like, girl, first off, you can't afford to get your surgeries done, then you shouldn't be getting it done. And when I say afford to get your surgeries done, it's like, honey, when you get surgeries done, you got to have money to make sure that if something go wrong, you can pay to get that shit fixed. And mama had an opening, and mama was supposed to get those breasts removed, but mama didn't do it. Mama let the pus fall out, and then girl, that's when the skin fucking, ooh, girl, ooh, girl, ooh, necrosis, girl. She had necrosis of the tissue. Ooh, ooh, girl, uh. Yes, ooh, ooh. I'm mentioning now, thinking about it, because that's just so disturbing. Mm-mm-mm, mm-mm-mm. You said it. You said it. I saw a video of this fool acting like she was being mounted by something. What they, Lord have. And it'd be so funny. Like, I've seen videos of people being these sorcerers and they're getting mounted by these spirits, but they're living in cars and hotels. And I'm just like, so why can't these spirits get you a house or a car? A better car, but a house to live in and a car to drive in, not the house, not the car to live in and a hotel. Like, I'm just so confused by this. Like, we're about comfortability. Nobody's comfortable sleeping in a hotel. Nobody's comfortable sleeping in their vehicle. Like, nobody is comfortable with that. And if somebody said they are, they're fucking lying. Ain't nobody comfortable with that. They're doing what they have to do to get where they need to get to. But when you're claiming that you're being mounted by these spirits that are over finances, like Santa Muerte and Kali Ma and Oshun, these entities that are over money and blessings, and yet you're like, y'all, let me go pull out a loan. That's not manifesting. Because you got to pay back that loan with interest. That's not manifesting anything. Manifesting PPP loans is not manifesting, boo boo. Because then you could able to manifest, you could have somebody send you that money, or you get somebody to send the money, so you don't got to pull out a PPP loan. And I've been gagging too when the PPP loans be like $2,000, $3,000, not 2 million, not 3 million, not 4 million. Because I'm like, okay, I kind of see that, but a couple of $10,000. And somebody tried to get me caught up in that. I think I told y'all that. Somebody sent me an email, was like, you can get a free grant, and I ignored it. And someone else said, you get a grant, girl, because you're a business owner. And I was like, what, really? And then I'm like, let me step back and see what's going on. And sure enough, y'all, I stepped back for a whole year and something months, didn't do shit. All of a sudden, bitch, they start talking about people going to jail. And I'm like, wait, what? Looked into it, told the person I know, and mama got scared. And I said, yeah, honey. So it wasn't free money. So well, it's not free money, but blah, blah. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, mama. Oh, no, girl. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. I heard that. I heard that too. Like, yes, girl. Yes. Come on in here. Yeah, yeah, awa. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Especially the pink, burgundy, and rose gold prints on the pillows, or even just paintings. It's really nice to look at. Right. Very calming, right? Yes, come on in here. There are plenty of sociopathic spiritualists around. That's why I like you and honor your character. Thank you so much, Grandmother. Thank you so much, Grandmother. And I want to say this too because I feel like this comes up, and I know people have not voiced this. I think back in the day, I saw videos of people or people commented on my videos and said, I don't always agree with you, but blah, blah, blah. And that's okay. And I always tell this to people, like, I don't share my experiences and my stories with people to get you to agree with it. I don't give you information for you to be like, oh, this is 100% truth, and because it's my truth, you know what I mean. So I don't you don't have to see it my way. And even going into my friends, my sisters, we don't always see eye to eye. We don't see each other's way the same way. One of my sisters smokes cigarettes. I'm not a smoker. One of my sisters drink alcohol. I don't drink liquor. So even going into that, we clearly don't see eye to eye on that, but we're not gonna unfriend each other because we have difference of opinions. Like, now, if you're trying to push it on me, that's something totally different. If you're trying to say, hey girl, you better wear blue and purple, or I'm not gonna be friends you no more because I'm telling you, blue and purple got power. Like, now we're getting into, you're trying to manipulate me and control me. That's not gonna happen. So that's why I'm like, I don't say what I say to make people to see it my way. I'm just sharing my opinions and I'm just putting it out there. This is how I feel. This is what I think. If you agree, you agree. Good. If you don't, okay, they're still good. That doesn't mean I don't like you. That doesn't mean that we cannot establish a relationship. I actually like people to not, you know, I like people to have a different of opinion. I can agree to disagree. Once again, going into learning, going into experiences, my experience is different from yours. We could be in the same house. We could have been raised by the same mom and dad. We could have went to the same school, the same church. We could have seen each other 24 hours a day. And if somebody sat down and asked us what we got from the experience, you will have a whole different story from me. And I'm like, that's the most beautiful part about being humans. So I don't ever want to manipulate you into being a follower of mine. I want to be able to sit down and have a conversation, not, oh, y'all, my left booty itch. Oh, mine do too. You know what I mean? I want to hear something different. Hey, y'all, I believe in, the moon being fake and the ancestors sent that moon here from a whole nother frequency or dimension and they put imprints of themselves on it. And the great great mother was Isis and blah, blah, blah. Like, girl, you don't have to believe that if you don't want to. It doesn't make it more factual because you believe it. It doesn't make it less factual because you don't believe it. We all have our own experiences and we all have our own insight on things. And that's, like I said, that's the beautiful part about being human. So I definitely want you to have your own. I'm not saying stuff for you to say, hey, like I said, you do agree? Hey, you don't? Okay. No, no hard feelings. You have a different opinion. Okay. You know what I mean? Come on, intuitive empress. I'm a little late, but did you hear about the astrologer that? Oh, the what? Ooh, no, honey. I need to do my digging. He's an astrologer. Oh my God, that's right. Real neck, recognized real. Come on here, Tina. Uh yeah, they're sick and powerful, right? And they're using their power the wrong way, Graham Adam. And this is why the community is not growing, right? This is why the community collectively we're doing the same shit we did in 2017. Now it's just different lives. Like I said, people are doing shit in 2017. You look them up right now. Now they were hoodooists and they were initiated into voodoo. Now they're Egyptian witches. First, they were talking about their mama and grandmama was Jamaican. Now they're saying they're Flatfoot Indian. First, they were going over and saying how, they do African spirituality, but yet over here talking about, I'm in a coven and we're going to do some hell dogs. I'm going to send the hell dogs over to you. Honey, that's Norse magic. That's not African magic. That's Norse magic, baby. So, like I said, everybody's switching their shit up. Because once again, they don't know who they are. And once again, going into psychopathic and sociopathic, it's jumping on the next trend. Let me try to manipulate people. There was a girl I told y'all about too that was trying to befriend me. Girl, we nipped that shit, but 3 months later, mama was trying to talk about people, and then she tried to become friends with people. And I said, oh, yeah, bitch, we'll never be friends again, girl. And then now mama is connecting with another girl. Mama said she was connected to one deity. Now mama's connected with another Caribbean spiritualist who's with another deity. And I'm just like, girl, like we don't believe you're post-op anyway. I mean, we never believed that. But it's like you're really not selling a fantasy about being post-op if all you're doing is chasing these preoperative fools. On top of that, you have yet to show that you're part of a coven and your grandma was part of a coven. You have 50 million books the last time I saw you, girl, behind you. And it's just like, so your grandma couldn't teach you the shit that's in those books? Your grandma couldn't sit down and share with you her book of shadows for you to learn something? So now you're copying other people's shit, which is culturally appropriating when you claim that you're a hereditary witch. And that's where the foolery comes in at with your American spiritualists. It's sad. It's really sad, honey. It's really, really sad. Intuitive Empress, I need you to send me an email on who this guy is, okay? Okay, I need you to send me a thing of his name, okay? I need you to send me a name, okay? I need you to email me that name, okay? Intuitive Empress. They arrested him in February research day. Oh, oh. Community of frauds. There's no spirit of spiritualists in the community. It sure not. It sure is not. And the ones who have the true tea, they want to stump out. The ones who have the true tea, they want to stump out and try to discredit and let's make a fake reviews and let's do this and that. Oh, that's how people don't want to be on here. That's how real spiritual people don't want to create a YouTube channel. Real spiritual people, once again, do not want to be here because they're like, bitch, that's a fool. That's a joke. I told you I saw a spiritualist on YouTube a couple of months ago. Mama's sitting here doing tarot, making up her own tarot shit. I'm like, girl, nobody even know you like that. And you already come out with your own shit. Okay, we're not hating on that. But mama's sitting here with that back door falling apart. The floor looked like it's about to cave in. And I'm just like, girl, so this money that you're getting from these readings that you're allegedly booking, why are you not fixing your house up or moving into a safer place? Because, girl, a floor falling in, okay? A floor falling in is nothing to play with. Like, girl, they will condemn your house inhabitable and they will shut that shit down, girl. And now you're going to be doing a GoFundMe, ask people to pay for your hotel. Like, we need to get it together, honey. We got to do better. People talking YouTube speak like they're conscious, but for real, they act so carnal. Exactly. And that's what I've been saying. People that are on YouTube, they're claiming to be spiritualists, but they're actually mundanists. They're acting like they're spiritualists, but they're actually mundanists. And that's what I'm going to call them. You're not a spiritualist, you're mundanist. You're somebody, we could even call you a manipulist. You like to act like you have that spiritual insight to manipulate people. There's a guy right now, bam, it just him right now. There's a guy right now that lives in Arizona. We talked a few times in the past. Daddy was very, very thirsty too back in the day. Very, very thirsty to befriend me. Just got out of prison, trying to start his life over. He found the spirit. He had a dream about me allegedly. Spirit told him to connect with me. You know, all this little story, y'all. This was like 20, let's say 2014, 2015. Fast forwarding, Daddy reached out to me again, and I was like, I need to look at his shit. So, y'all, 2014 to now is about what, 8 years, right? So even if he's been practicing what he's practicing for 8 years, you're still a baby, right? 8 years is good, but you're still in your beginner stages because there's still a lot to learn about things. It's forever, you're forever learning. To make a long story short, Daddy is starting a living water business where you could buy a living water machine for him to drink water. Daddy got married to a woman. They're out here doing namaste, hands together, this and that, woo woo woo, chabachu, la la loo. You know, come and join us every Tuesday and Friday and la la la, all this other good shit. And I'm just like, honey, what's going on here? Then I think for you to join the group, you have to pay like $225 a month. And that's why I'm saying all this. So it's like, so he couldn't get a job because of his criminal record. So daddy said, let me become a spiritualist and let me give people the light. Let me show people the light and let me make a living off of it. Versus, bitch, I've always been spiritualist and now I'm deciding to really show you guys the way. It's yeah, this is a quick way to getting that money, and this is my calling. Let me do it. Like, no, ma'am. And then it appears that they're preying on women because when I looked at the group, because you could see like, you know, mutual people or they say 150 people, you can kind of see the row of people. It was a lot of women. It was a lot of women. So I was like, yeah, so is this some type of sex cult? Because daddy was very sexual back in the day, honey. So is this some type of sex cult and or money gimmick with the set? Like, what the hell's going on here? And Arizona too. We know Arizona is very close to the. You know, we know what Arizona's close to, honey. So it's a fool. Yes, honey. You take care, Jay, okay? Yeah, I'm about to get ready to go too, honey. Oh, yes, 106, and I gotta go. Like Mystic said, people are going to start falling off or being exposed. Uh huh. Uh huh. It's gonna keep coming, too. It's gonna keep coming, honey. Pay attention. Pay attention. So, anyway, you guys, I am so glad I stopped by here today. Now, I can keep it pushing. Just in case y'all don't see me this weekend. Okay. Um, Thank y'all so much for stopping by here. Of course, shout out to you all, Tina, Grand Madam, Empress Intuitive. Intuitive Empress, I need you to tell me the name of that person, okay? I need an email of that person, girl. Okay. I need to see who the hell this is. Okay. So yes, I hope y'all have a good day. Blessings to you all. Stay positive, protect your energy. Okay. My package was delivered. Okay. Yes, honey. Love and light to you as well, Grand Madam. Thank you so much, y'all. Two-spiritmystic.blogspot.com, two-spiritmystic@gmail.com. And we'll definitely see each other again very, very soon. This week, we will definitely be doing Midnight Metanoia. I don't know if I want to do it live, though, or do a pre-recorded. I'm trying to keep them under 30 minutes because I know that, you know, yeah, an hour long. Yeah, I don't know. I think that'll be keep for a Q&A. Maybe a 30 minutes of the thing and then 30 minutes for Q&A, but definitely, you know, oh, you know what I'm going to do? Maybe before I do a story, I'll tell you guys what Midnight Metanoia I'm going to do. And then if y'all have any questions that you possibly want to know, you could definitely send me over an email and or comment under that video and say, I would like to know blah, 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 blah. Why didn't his mom show up and help? Why didn't his baby mama stop this from going on? What really happened? Whatever. So that way I'm not asking questions that I already know the answer to, if that makes sense. Like that's what I'm like, yeah, I don't know how people can do Q&A with themselves. Like that just feels so weird. Like you're doing Q&A and you technically already know the answers if you're intuitive. You can feel it before you even pull the card. So it's like, yeah, I want other people to be involved and say, hey, you know, on that situation, what is this at? So like I said, I will definitely do that. We'll post it, you know, a couple of days before, 24 hours before, and then I'll give people time to say, I would like to know about A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. So anyway, y'all, thank y'all for stopping by once again. And please, please, please have a good Thursday. Shout out to my supporters once again. Mwah. Love and light.